Hello guide, Colonel Ninny here. The purpose of today's tutorial is to teach you how to fly at very low level and navigate to the target. If you're new to IL-2 or new to navigating, I would recommend that you pause the video at the points where we identify the different landmarks. Then find those landmarks on the map and then look for the next one in line. And that way you can follow my thought process to get to the target. So we're taking off from the airfield at sector 2309 and heading straight north. So our heading is north, and also to the right of us the river runs to the north as well. So now I've taken off, I've got my bearings, now I need to fly low level. What's the first thing I need to do? Correct my heading to north. So I'm planning my route and I'm looking for this road, particularly the intersection to the left. At this extreme low level, I cannot see over the trees to find the road, so I must turn right to intercept the road at about 30 degrees, so 030. And as soon as I pick up the road, I'll turn back to my heading of north and then look for that T intersection. I'm flying at 420 kilometers an hour, which means that I'm doing 7 kilometers every minute. And if you lose track of your position, you can get lost very, very quickly. I'm just coming up on the large woods, and I'm anticipating that the road will be running left to right, just on the other side of them, intersecting with the road that I want. Can you see that up ahead? There's the road. So there's the road. I turn to a heading of north, and here is the first intersection. Okay, so let's just stop here for a second and take a look at the map. The art of navigating at low level is all about anticipation. What are we planning to see next that we can use as an easily identifiable marker? Bridges, trees, intersections, buildings. Get a picture in your mind of what is going to come up next and then what's next after that. Okay, and off we go. And hey, look, there's a crossing right here. Can you find that on the map? Notice how I keep the road off to the left where I can see it easily, rather than flying right over the top of it where I'll lose sight of it if it changes direction. And incidentally, I have the aircraft trimmed slightly nose up, so if I release the pressure on the stick, I'm going to climb rather than have it plow into the treetops, while I'm looking down at my map on my knee. So where are we now? We've just crossed another road, and there's a road just to the right. In sector 2010, can you see where the road takes a turn to the left before the bridge? And here it is as it cuts through the woods. And always be aware when you're making a turn of what your new heading is. Does the new heading make sense with where you think you are on the map? So what is the next easily identifiable landmark? 10 points if you said the word bridge. And just a little bit of trivia here, they generally build bridges across rivers. Can you see the river? Ta-da! Okay, what's next? What? Why are we stopping now? Because, my friends, we are 14 kilometers from the target, which means we will be there in less than 2 minutes. And of course, in real life, we would have planned this on the ground before we left, so we know exactly what to expect when we get there. So there's a road on the left, and it runs parallel to the river to the north, and we're going to follow it up until both of them meet at the town. And in the process, we're going to cross a railway track, and as soon as we hit the railway track, we're going to turn left across the town and then shoot the living shit right out of that airfield. So what's the next landmark? Let's take a look. And checking my heading, I'm about 30 degrees to the left of north. Does that look right to you? There's a crossroad and a bridge off to the left. And there it is. Isn't that freaking amazing? Next will be the confluence of the river to the left. So tighten your seatbelts, kids. It's time to get out your prayer beads. Next is the S-bend in the river. It's also time to fly lower level. And no, that's not window washing fluid on the windshield. I've already planned my exit strategy. I'm going to come back over the town here, hide amongst the trees so the anti-aircraft can't get me. Now I start my turn. There's the airfield. Get ready to kick some ass. Looks like they're wide awake. I'll just help them have their first bowel movement of the day. Kick in a little left rudder here. Wing over here. And I'm going to do one more strafing run. And there's my exit route, straight towards those trees, around the trees, down the river, and home. Rounds passing to my left. Good choice, I must have missed that first anti-aircraft guy. Round the trees and head for home. If I'm heading in the right direction, I should be heading straight south. So lessons learned. This whole flight to this point took less than 8 minutes. So it will take me 8 minutes to get home. That's 16 minutes. In terms of fuel consumption, the F4 uses about 6 liters per minute. The G2 has a bigger engine and burns about 8 liters per minute. And the 110 has 2 of those engines, so that burns 16 liters a minute. So I would have taken off with about 20 minutes worth of fuel. 20 times 6 liters per minute is 120 liters. The same distance in the G2 for 20 minutes times 8 would be 160 liters. And for the 110, I would use 320 liters, which is twice the G2. If you're planning on hanging around and dogfighting for a while, you can allow another 10 minutes. If you want more information on high-level and low-level navigation, map reading, or bombing, or fuel consumption, or anything else, to check out my other videos. Now just imagine yourself being able to fly the same flight on the winter map. Entirely possible. And the key to success is knowing where you are at all times. And once again, thanks for watching, guys. As you can tell, I had some fun with this one.
As always, if you've enjoyed this video, found it helpful, please like it or subscribe. Or if there's another topic you'd like me to cover, please